Yeah, it's wonderful. So, all right, I'm gonna jump right in. Does anybody, how's everybody doing? Everybody good?
I'm good.
Yeah,
Good. Elif, you're good?
I'm good.
All right. All right. I'm going to jump into
I'm good.
I'm pretty good. I can't wait to get out of my house. Yeah, I've only sent my husband out a couple times. He's used to driving in this, so our dogs ran out of food, so I had to send him to get some food for them today. The dogs have to eat. It's important. But yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Do you all see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay. Today I've got a little bit of a more of an intermediate lesson, and what I like to do is I'm going to focus a lot on reading comprehension and vocabulary, and I think we'll be able to get through this within the time frame. So these are some of the lesson objectives, and you can look through that with the slide deck. How many of you have heard of the Industrial Revolution? So this is what we're going to talk about today. We're going to do some reading and some reading comprehension. We're going to talk about the Industrial Revolution in the United States. We're going to talk about canals and railroads and how they helped, and how it not only changed the United States, it changed Europe and Britain and pretty much the entire world, the Industrial Revolution. And we're still benefiting from it today. So I want to introduce some vocabulary here. And I'm going to go over each of these, but this is invented. Invented.
Invented.
Invented.
Invented.
And this is Industrial Revolution.
Industrial Revolution.
Goods.
Good.
Goods.
Cotton gin.
Attention.
Mass production.
Mass production.
Steamboat.
Steamboat.
What?
Steam engine. Canals.
Engine.
Canals.
Locomotives.
Locomotives.
Locomotive.
Okay. Okay, I defined these for you. Invented means to create or produce for the first time. You create something, you think of it, you create it. It's the first time someone ever created it, like the light bulb. Okay. Thank God that someone created the light bulb, right? And electricity. Okay. And this is Thomas Edison invented the light bulb.
Yes.
Let's read this together. Here we go. Ready? Thomas Edison invented.
The light bulb.
Invented. Create, like someone created something. Okay. Number 2 is the Industrial Revolution.
Revolution.
Now, some of these definitions are a lot, okay? But I'm going to go ahead and just read it. Major social and economic changes that occurred in Britain, Europe, and the US in the late 18th, early 19th centuries, when new machinery, new sources of power, and new ways of manufacturing products were developed. So way back then, way back before this, people made a lot of things by hand in their homes. So when they invented something, they would make it at their home, or maybe they crocheted or sewed. They would do it in their home. But the Industrial Revolution is talking about using machines to manufacture products at a mass, at a lot at one time. So people weren't doing it just in their homes. They had new machines that did it, new sources of power, new ways of manufacturing products. So that's basically the Industrial Revolution. Okay. You see this guy over here, he's at a machine, right? Okay, goods.
Goods.
Products that people buy for personal use. You go to the grocery store, the market, right? And you buy products, you buy goods. These are called goods. Also products. Okay. Goods. I see some hair product, hair goods. Okay. So if I said I'm going to go buy some goods at the grocery store, that's what I mean. Okay. Okay. This is called a cotton gin. So I don't know if any of you are familiar with picking cotton. I'm not. I've never done it, but I've seen cotton plants. And you got to pick them. They're very prickly. They have thorns and they have seeds in them, the cotton. A lot of clothing is made out of cotton, right? So instead of manually with your fingers picking out the seeds in the cotton, they invented a machine right here called the cotton gin, and it would separate the seeds of cotton plants from the cotton, because cotton grows in a plant. So they would pull out the cotton from the plant, and there would be seeds, and they would have to separate it by hand. But with that machine, it did it for them. So they were pretty thankful. So that's a cotton gin. It separates seed from cotton. Mass production.
Mass production.
Produce very large amounts of something, usually by machinery. See all these machines here. They're used to produce something, a lot at one time. So that's mass production. Produce many, like I went to a car plant, like a Ford plant where they built Ford vehicles, and they had like machines and they had line, they were making all these parts, and it was really cool to see. That's mass production. Tyson Foods, like with chicken, that's mass production. Factories that make shirts and clothes, mass production. That's how we're able to get a lot of goods really fast, because there's factories that have machines that mass produce goods. So does everybody understand what mass production?
Yeah.
Mass production. Okay.
Steam.
Steamboat.
Steamboat. Steamboat.
It's a boat powered by steam. Okay.
Steam.
This, I don't think if they have some, I'm not sure if they have some of these today. I don't know. This was very popular back in the 100 or so years ago. Steamboat engine is an engine used to power a ship or a boat. So this is called a steamboat.
Steamboat.
So what they would do here is they would take coal and they would light, there would be a fire in the boat, like in the area of the machine, and that steam would cause that steamboat engine to move the boat. So I'm not an expert on that. I've just seen it in movies. If you watch some movies from like the, of story time in like the 1800s, you'll probably see a steamboat. And you'll see them shoveling coal in the engine. Okay, so that's a steamboat. Okay. Canal. And I know probably most of you are familiar with the canal. It's a long, narrow place that is filled with water. It usually man-made, which means it was created by people so that boats could pass through it or to supply fields, crops, etc. with water. So a lot of times these boats would come through here, and they still do today. This still is today. They'll come through the canal and they'll go down and deliver goods, or, there's the Panama Canal, as I'm sure you've all heard of, a canal. And usually man-made, usually people created it for the reason of getting the boats in to deliver goods.
Locomotive.
Locomotive. It's a vehicle that produces the power that pulls a train. So it's this thing right here. Okay, it pulls the train. It's called a locomotive.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's see, Flavia. I want you to read this first paragraph right here.
In the 1700, most people wore clothes that were made by hand. They wore
Shoes.
shoes that were made by hand too. They, in the late 1700s, the British
You would say 1700s.
1700s, the British invented machines to help them make clothes. Soon the British began to use the machines in factories. This was the start of the Industrial Revolution. The Industrial Revolution began in Great Britain.
Good job, Flavia. All right, Joyce. Can you read this next one?
The industrial revolution was different from the American revolution.
Revolution, right?
Revolution. The in-depth.
Okay. It's a big word. Industrial.
Industrial revolution was a change in the way goods were made. Before this revolution, most goods were made by hand at home. After the revolution began, machines in factories made many goods.
Okay, I'll read this next one and then Elif, I'm coming to you. In 1790, the Industrial Revolution began in the United States. It brought many changes to American life. Okay, right up here, Elif.
Summarize slider helped start the Industrial Revolution in the United States. Slater had grown up in Great Britain. He studied how the British employed their machines for making clothes. Then he moved to the United States. He built new machines for spinning thread. In 1790, Slater and a partner built a factory where workers could use Slater spinning machines. Soon the factory was making lots of thread.
Okay, go to the next one too. All right, we'll switch to Flavia.
Ele Whitney also changed the way goods were made. In 1793, Whitney invented a machine called the cotton gin. This machine helped cotton famous. After cotton was picked, seeds had to be removed from the cotton plants. Before the cotton gins, workers removed the seeds by hand. After all the seeds were removed, cotton could be made into threads. It took a long time to remove the cotton seeds by hand. The new cotton gin removed the seeds quickly. Farmers began to grow much more cotton. The cotton was made into threads in factories.
Joyce.
Eddie Burton,
Whitney.
helped the in, industrial revolution in another way. He began production. In mass production, people or machines make many goods that are exactly alike. In 1978, the United States Army needed many new guns.
Whitney.
Winnie showed how he could use these machines to make for
Thousands.
thousands of guns in one factory. All the guns were alike. They had the same parts. If a part for one gun break, the gun could be fixed with the same parts of other guns. Some manufacturers began using mass production. It became faster and cheaper to make goods.
Good job. All right, Elise.
Francis Cabot Lowell started a factory for making clothes in Massachusetts. Lowell was the first person to put all the machines for making thread and cloth in one factory. He needed workers for his factory. He hired young women to work in his factory. Lowell tried to give his workers good place to live. But the woman had to work very hard. They had to work with dangerous machines. They worked in the factory from morning until night. Many other factories hired both women and children.
And I want to interject here. And this is why I think in the United States and I think in other countries, they have child labor laws. Because back then, a lot of children would go work in these factories with the dangerous machines. It would make children, families needed the money, so they make the kids work. So that's where a lot of the child labor laws came in. Okay, we have Flavia.
Most American factories were built near rivers. Water power from the river was used to run the machines. The rivers also were used to move factory goods from one place to another. Ships carried goods on rivers to many parts of the country.
Job. All right, Joyce.
People want to travel better on rivers. In 19, sorry, how to
18.
1807, a man named Robert.
Oh,
Fi-
sorry.
oh,
Sorry.
the man named Robert. Bur- how to say that?
Fulton. Fulton.
Fulton sailed the steamboat on the Hudson River in New York. A steam engine helped the boat move better. By the 1820s, there were many steamboats carry people and goods on rivers.
All right, Leaf.
Americans needed more waterways to move goods. They began to build canals. These canals were waterways that joined rivers and lakes. The first big canal was built in New York. It was the Erie Canal. It was finished in 1825. Ships sailed from the Atlantic Ocean into the port of New York City. Then they sailed up the Hudson River. From three ships could sail on the Erie Canal all the way to Lake Erie. The canal was more than 350 miles long. Many names, business, factories, and cities were built near the Erie Canal. The canal helped New York City become a very large city.
Okay, Flavia.
People want a better way to travel across the land. Wagons were very slow. People began to building railroads. At first, horses pulled, pulled,
Hold.
pulled the trains. Soon, people wanted fast trains. They built trains that were pulled by locomotives. Each locomotive had a steam engineer. The steam engineer made the locomotive more fast than trains pulled by horses.
Leaf. Or Joyce, sorry.
The Industrial Revolution helped the growth of American cities. Before 1800, most people were farmers. More people began working in factories. Cities grew around these factories. As time passed, more Americans lived in cities. Fewer people lived on farms. The Industrial
Revolution, good.
Revolution changed life in the United States. Okay.
Right. I'm going to share this with you all. To do a quick. Come in here. Okay, I'm going to put this in here. Let me know if you can access it.
Mhm.
And Should take you about 5 minutes or so. Let me share. Hey guys, while y'all do this, I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna put you all in a different room because I have somebody coming in, and I'm just gonna let her read through what you guys just read while y'all do that. Okay? All right, let me see if I can do this.
Hello.
Hey, hold on 1 second, Miriam. See. Okay, guys, I'm going to put you in another room while you complete this, okay? And then I'm going to pull you guys out, okay? Let's see if I can do this. Should just click accept for that room. Elif, click accept for that room. There you go. Okay. Hey, Miriam, I stuck everybody. They're doing an assignment real quick. So I'm going to show you what we were just going over. How are you doing?
Good. Are you?
I'm good. Let me see. Can I get in here? Okay. Okay. We're gonna both read this. I want you to read this first paragraph, okay?
Yes.
Okay, you ready?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Reading.
Yep.
In the
1700s.
most people wear clothes that were made by hand. They wore shoes that were made by hand. 210 in the late 1700s. 1700s, the British invented machines to help them make clothes. Soon the British began to use the machines in factories. This was the start of the Industrial Revolution. The Industrial Revolution began in Great Britain.
Okay. The Industrial Revolution was different from the American Revolution. The Industrial Revolution was a change in the way goods were made. Before this revolution, most goods were made by hand at home. After the revolution began, machines and factories made many goods. Read this one.
In 1790, the Industrial Revolution began in the United States. It brought many change to American life.
Samuel Slater helped start the Industrial Revolution in the United States. Slater had grown up in Great Britain. He studied how the British built their machines for making cloth. Then he moved to the United States. He built new machines for spinning thread. In 1790, Slater and a partner built a factory where workers could use Slater's spinning machines. Soon the factory was making lots of thread.
Eli
Why wouldn't?
Winty also changed the way goods were made. In 1793, Winnie
Yep.
invented a machine called the cotton. Going?
Jen.
This machine helped cotton farmers. After cotton was picked, seeds had to be removed from the cotton plant before the cotton gin.
Yep.
Workers removed the seed by hand. After all the seeds were removed, cotton could be made into thread.
Yep.
It took a long time to remove the cotton seeds by hand. The new. The new cotton gin removed the seeds quickly. Farmers began to grow much more cotton. The cotton was made into thread in factories.
Eli Whitney helped the Industrial Revolution in another way. He began mass production. In mass production, people or machines make many goods that are exactly alike. In 1978, the United States Army needed many new guns. Whitney showed how he could use his machines to make thousands of guns in one factory. All the guns were alike. They had the same parts. If a part for one gun broke, the gun could be fixed with the same part for another gun. Soon, many factories began using mass production. It became faster and cheaper to make goods. Okay, this is Francis Cabot Lowell. Just skip his name.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep, resume.
Francis
Just start with started.
Francisco Loud started a factory for making clothes in Massachusetts. In Massachusetts, Lord was the first person to put all the machines for making thread and cloth in one factory. He needed works for his factory. He hired. He hired young women to work in his factory. Lower tired tried to give his works good place to live, but the woman had to work very hard. They had to work with dangerous machines. They worked in the factory from morning until night. Many other factories hired both women and children.
Okay. Most American factories were built near rivers. Water power from the rivers were used to run the machines. The rivers also were used to move factory goods from one place to another. Ships carried goods on rivers to many parts of the country.
People wanted to travel faster on rivers.
Rivers, yeah.
In 1807, a man named Robert Fulton.
Aquí dice redacta un correo. ¿Cuál es donde puedo decir?
Okay. Sorry.
Fulton.
Yeah, Fulton.
Stumbled on the Hudson River in New York. A steam engine helped the boat move faster. By the 1820s, there were many steamboats carrying people and goods rivers.
I know, it's a lot. And lucky you get to read a lot more than everybody else.
Yes.
Soon Americans needed more water. This is the last page. Soon Americans needed more waterways to move goods.
It's good.
They began to build canals. These canals were waterways that joined rivers and lakes. The first big canal was built in New York. It was the Erie Canal. It was finished in 1825. Ships sailed from the Atlantic Ocean into the port of New York City. Then, then they sailed up the Hudson River. From there, ships could sail now. Hold on, Roberto. Hold on. On the Erie Canal all the way to Lake Erie. The canal was more than 350 miles long. Many new businesses, factories, and cities were built near the Erie Canal. The canal helped New York City become a very large city. Okay, one more paragraph. Roberto. Go ahead, Marion.
People wanted a better way to travel across land. With
Wagons.
Wagons were very slow. People began to build railroads at first. Horses pulled the trains. Soon people wanted faster trains. They built trains that were pulled by locomotives. Each locomotive had a steam engine. The steam engine made the locomotives move faster than trains pulled by horses.
Good job, Marion. Roberto, can you read this last paragraph? I got you muted. Roberto, you there? You're muted.
Oh, no. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Oh, okay, start. The industrial revolution helped the ground or group
Growth.
of American cities before 1800. Most people were farmers. Most people did not live in cities. In the 1800s, more and more people began working in factories. Cities grew around these factories. As time passed, more Americans live in cities. Fewer people live on farms. The Industrial Revolution changed life in the United States. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Look, my new book.
I got your new book. Good job.
Titanic.
The secret of Titanic.
Titan.
Need to find the secret of Titanic.
Welcome back, Elif, Flavia, and Joyce.
Movie.
How was the quiz?
Good.
Wow.
I like it. Sound like it.
I
Okay,
like it
so
too.
Miriam and Roberto, I will send you all that quiz after the class.
Oh.
I'm gonna stop sharing. I got to fix my screen here. Hold on. Let me fix this. My computer started doing something really weird.
I think because snow.
Yeah. All the snow and ice. Roberta, what's up with your hair?
That's what I get. I just took my video.
I'm joking. It looks great. All right, let me get us back to where we were. Okay. We're talking about the Industrial Revolution that happened in the United States. It also happened, it started in Great Britain, but it's what we enjoy today as far as mass production of goods. We were talking about the cotton gin, the steamboat engine, all of this that was created so that we can have things like that, like Amazon at our doorstep the very same day or the next day, right? Okay. So we also talked about invention. So I want you all to think about a few things. Let me share this.
Invention.
Uh-oh.
Correct?
Sorry. Okay, I want you to think about an invention, okay? And I want you to think about one of these. We have the light bulb, right?
Light
We got
bulb.
the fan.
Light bulb.
There's a
light
fan.
bulb.
I don't know why.
Fan.
Locomotive.
Locomotive.
We have a cotton
None.
gin.
Cotton gin.
Okay, who wants to describe? Well, never mind. Okay, I'm not. Then we have a fan.
Fan.
You have a dog door.
Dog door.
Then we have a video surveillance camera.
Video
What's the surveillance? Like
surveillance
yeah,
camera.
what's the surveillance mean, Melissa?
It means you watch something, you surveil it, you watch it.
Oh, surveillance. Oh, okay.
Surveillance,
And
surveillance, surveillance.
Okay, I want each of you to look at these 6 items, okay? I want you to pretend that you created one of these items. You
What would
invented-
be important to know about product? Important. A locomotive
Okay, stop.
lamp.
All right, hold on a second. I want you to, Roberta, I muted you because it seems you were picking up a lot. Sorry. Pick one of these items, and I want you to write down and think like if it's the light bulb, right? Number 1, say you invented this. What would be important to know about the product? How many of you have gotten items like a vacuum cleaner or a video surveillance camera, and you opened the user manual and you were reading about the product, right? So what would be important for people to know about the product? What are the pros? Who knows what a pro is?
Process.
Pro, like you have a pro and a con. A pro is what you think about it. If you see this, what's the pro? It means what's good. The good, what's good. What are the pros of the product? How do you use the product?
Product.
Okay.
How
How is it better than other products? And I'm going to, and you guys are going to love me, is I'm going to play around with these rooms again. And I'm going to split you up into 2 groups, okay? And then you guys are going to choose what product, okay? So let me see. I'm probably going to put Roberto, Joyce, and Flavia into one group. And I'm going to put Miriam and Elif in one group, okay? All right. Oops. Hold on. Okay. So, do you want me to just give you all an item? Okay. So Roberto, Joyce, and Flavia, what do you guys want? And then, do you want the light bulb, locomotive, cotton gin, fan, dog door, or video surveillance camera?
Fan?
Do you want me to choose for you?
Fan?
A fan. Do y'all want to? Okay, I'll do the fan. Okay, I'm going to put you guys. Okay, let me see. Do y'all have the what I'll do is I'll send a message to everyone with the 4 questions, okay? So let me see. So this is going to be fan. Whoops. Let me remove. Sign. So I've got Flavia, Joyce, Roberto. Okay. I think you guys should have a room to, should select yes to go into that room. Did it come up to select to go in there?
No,
Let me see.
you said that you chat. No.
Okay.
No.
Hold on. Now you should get it. Just click join.
Oh, join?
Okay, you guys got to work together, okay?
Oh, I should push where it say join.
Yep.
Oh, oh yeah. Could you send me again? Let me see. Oh, yeah. Oh,
Can you join, Roberta?
mm, let me check. Meeting progress.
Can you join?
Can you send me that? Yeah.
You got it?
No, let's see what's there.
Hey, Roberto.
Hi, we done.
You done?
We did come up with too much thing. I think.
All right. Let me go check on the others, okay? Hold on.
Okay. ¿Eso la maestra vende corre? ¿Eso la maestra?
You guys done?
Yes.
Okay, I think just on the right-hand side, just click leave room. And just leave breakout room. Let me go check on the other ladies.
No, what's the weather?
Hey, let me go check on the other group.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how to say that. We don't have a pen. We use the. You know that.
I'm just coming in here to check on you ladies. How's it going?
We think what the product is how number 4, question 4.
Okay.
I don't know how to answer the number 4.
Number 4.
Yes, number 4.
Yeah.
Well,
Always
there are
get-
some products that might be like you were waving a fan, right? So that the fan in the picture is probably better because
It's
you don't
not
have to,
nano.
right? It makes you
Yeah.
hotter because you're working harder to do this, right?
It's waving. No, it's called waving.
Right? Yeah. A piece of paper, you know, you say it's better than a piece of paper. Right?
Yeah.
All right. When you guys are done, just press leave room and head back over, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Oh, waiting for.
Dame, vamos a tomar.
Okay, just waiting for the other ladies to come in.
Maybe they forgot. Do you see the news? What's going on in Texas, Miss Melissa?
Yeah, I've got a couple friends that are in Texas.
They say they suffer. They don't have light. I mean,
Yep.
power.
Yeah, there's some people that do not have power or water.
My boss says they getting light from the where? Let me see.
Am I missing
Solar?
someone? Where did Elise go? Hold on. Where did she go? There she is. I was like, where did Elise go? All right. Woohoo. All right. Flavia and Joyce, why don't you present the fan? All right, who wants to go
Wow.
first?
Well, I will answer the number 1. What would be important to know about the product? I think it would be important because when you know about the product, it's more easy to use.
Okay.
In number 2, what are the pros of the product? I think it's because it's easy to use and it's more cheap than air conditioner.
Okay, yeah. It is.
Is it?
Okay, Joyce, what about number 3?
How do you use the product? And I say we just open it so we can use it. It's just, yeah, open it.
Look at that nail.
Plug it in.
Oh, that's funny.
Plug.
Yes. I don't know how to say that. So I say, you open it, okay.
All right. I know we had Joyce and Flavia. We did discuss about number 4. So what's number 4?
Wait. Wait.
It's definitely, oops. Sorry.
It's okay.
My computer is like going crazy. Sorry. All right, let me get back here. There we go. So it's definitely better than doing this. Good job, guys. Good job.
Thank you.
Okay, Miriam, Roberto, and Elise. Did you guys have a light bulb?
Light bulb. Okay, me and Marian, we think light is very important in our life. Um, it's helpful and it can light you in dark place. For example, like a room, or why outside when you're outside your
Every day.
house. I think that's it.
Okay. Miriam, what about the pro? What's the pro of the product?
Bro.
Pro. Pro. What's means pro? What
Good.
does
What
means
is
pro?
good about it? What's good about it?
Good about it.
Good.
What's good about the light bulb?
I think all of good. Better than light bulb.
Good job. Alif, how do you use the light bulb?
Have you used?
Yeah, what if I got a light bulb and I didn't know what to do with it?
Oh. Let's talk about that.
Light bulb light, locomotive travel.
Would I put it into the wall? Do I put the light bulb in the wall?
Yes.
Would it work if I put it right here?
No, not good.
Where does it go? What do I do with the light bulb?
Go take your old light bulb, I think.
Pretend like I have no idea what electricity is. No light. I don't know what to do. How do I use it?
By go find like for what your fan is, or how can I say that?
Am I supposed to screw it into something?
Yes, just take your old light bulb, not used anymore, and screw in your new bulb. Yes, like that one. It's real light.
Does it work if I screw it in?
Yes.
It works like that.
But before you screw it in, you need to turn your light off.
Off.
Be safe.
Okay.
And then you screw your new light bulb in.
Okay.
Make sure it's not too tight. And then when you screw your light bulb, the way you feel is tight.
Okay.
Then go to the switch and turn it on.
Okay.
I'm working.
Yay!
Thank you, Miss Melissa.
I have one.
we never thought about that.
Light bulb.
Light bulb.
Light bulb.
Light bulb.
So, how is it better than any product? How is it better than a candle?
Much better.
Yeah, candle gets light, right?
Yeah, but candle can the wind can blow off and then you don't have light.
Ooh, that smells.
Signal.
And the light different is because even it's windy or wind blowing,
Yeah.
you have a light.
Signal.
Miriam, what'd you say?
Light or signal. For
Yeah.
the signal.
Right. Oh, good job, guys. Good job.
Thank you.
I'll play broccoli.
All right.
Yes, went blank.
Oh,
Hmm?
No,
No, no light.
the lights went out. Okay, do y'all
Oh,
see it now? Do you see it?
So
Or is
the
it still-
landlord.
Is it good?
Landlord is not the owner of the house. Is it renting?
No.
Landlord?
All right. So
Isn't it?
yeah, it's the owner of the house.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That's the one.
All right. I'm going to share this sound. We're going to listen to this.
Yeah.
No. Okay. Let me reset something. Okay. Reset. Okay, we're going to practice some listening. Okay. You can follow along with this dialogue right here.
What's in the background? I want to say something.
Okay. While we listen, if you guys can mute your microphones.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Hi, can I speak with the apartment manager, please?
Hello, this is the apartment manager speaking.
I'm calling about the apartment for rent on Main Street.
Would you be interested in seeing the apartment?
I would love to see it.
Are you free today at around 6 p.m.?
Yes, I will be able to make it then.
Well, I'll see you at 6 p.m. Do you know how to get there?
I used to live in that area.
I'll give you an application form when I see you.
That sounds good. Do I need to bring anything?
No, just bring yourself.
Okay. Hold on.
I don't know what's going on. I told him to add me.
I'm going to try to share this, see if I can just share it without constantly flipping back and forth. Okay. Okay, well, let's listen to it one more time, okay?
Hi, can I speak with the apartment manager, please?
Hello, this is the apartment manager speaking.
I'm calling about the apartment for rent on Main Street.
Would you be interested in seeing the apartment?
I would love to see it.
Are you free today at around 6 p.m.?
Yes, I will be able to make it then.
Well, I'll see you at 6 p.m. Do you know how to get there?
I used to live in that area.
I'll give you an application form when I see you.
That sounds good. Do I need to bring anything?
No, just bring yourself.
Okay, did you all understand any of that?
Yes, some of it.
Some of it?
It seems like he's going to meet the landlord,
Yep.
and he was asking if he needs anything.
What time were they going to meet the landlord?
6 p.m.
Everybody agree 6 p.m.?
Yeah.
What is the person looking for?
Oh,
Apartment.
Apartment.
About the apartment.
Yep.
oh yes, apartment.
Do they know how to get there?
Yeah.
He used to live there before, I think.
Living in the area.
Good job. Good listening, guys. Good listening. Can you all see where it says rental agreement? You all
Oh,
see the
rental, yes.
screen?
Rental agreements.
Have you ever signed a lease? Has anyone ever
Lease.
signed a lease?
Lease like
House
renting?
or car.
Yeah, like renting, like a lease for a house, an apartment, a
Oh.
car.
Yeah.
My dad, yeah. My parents.
Lease is long time. Rent is short time.
What?
Short, yep. Okay. Here are some rental vocabulary. We have the landlord,
Landlord,
person who owns a house, apartment, and rents it to other people. So landlord. Someone who owns property and lets other people live there, charges them money for it. It's your landlord. Deposit. This is money given to a landlord and as an agreement for rental or purchase of property. So like if you go to rent a home, sometimes, well, I would say most of the time, I would say probably all the time, they will ask you for a deposit. Usually it's the first month's rent. For rental or purchase
But you
of
only have like
property.
9,
If you
bro.
purchase it, this will be like if you get a loan from the bank, you can put a deposit on your purchase and it will go towards the purchase of your property. And a deposit is putting money given to a property owner, or if you're buying something, you put a deposit down on it. Lease. A legal agreement that lets someone use a car, house, or a house for a period of time. Usually a document you have to sign, or your spouse signs, or your parent signs. It's an agreement. It's illegal and it's binding. A lessee. Lessee is a person who has an agreement that allows use of a car, house for a period of time. Let's see. This is not, this number 5 is not correct.
So y'all play, what do y'all play? I mean, what?
Don't copy this tenant down. That's not correct. Okay. Lessor, yeah, the tenant, that's not correct. That's a mistake. Okay. Oh, this is correct. This should be. All right. There, I corrected it. Okay, that's also a tenant or a lessee. Okay. The lessor is a person. A person or company that leases property to someone. That it could be, it's the same thing as a landlord. Lessor and a landlord are very similar. Okay. Term is length of time during which something continues. A term. Okay. Premises.
Building
Premises,
in
a building and the land that is on it. So if somebody says exit the premises, that means you leave the building and the land that it sits on. Or when you enter the premises, means when you get onto the land that the building and everything is on. Okay. Security deposit. Amount of money that you pay when you begin to rent property, and that can be used to pay for any damage you cause to the property. So a lot of times when you rent, and it could be a house, it could be an office. If you go and rent an office, you'll be asked to pay a security deposit, which is usually equal to the first month's rent. And then you'll be asked to pay a deposit. Most of the time, those two combine. So you can be asked to pay security deposit and your first month's rent at one time, or an extra month's rent, because sometimes some places will require you to pay for the last month's rent, just to make sure that people don't up and leave them hanging. But a security deposit is usually, you usually get that back if there's no damage to the property once you leave. Usually you can get that back. Okay, number 9 is non-refundable. That means you can't get your money back. Once you pay it, you can't get it back. Non-refundable. You can't get it returned to you. So if you walk into a place and they say no refunds, that means once you buy something, it's non-refundable. You can't get anything back from it. Okay. Second. Guys are up here. There we go. My view of you all got really weird. My computer is being really weird tonight. There we go. Okay. All right. I want you all to take your time and read over this silently, okay? And then I'm going to ask some questions. Okay, just let me know when you guys are done. So everybody read it?
Yeah, I finished.
Roberto, are you squinting?
Oh, finished.
Do you need some reading glasses?
No, I just have one eye closed.
Are you sleeping with one eye open?
One eye open. No. 450. Not too bad.
Okay. So I'm going to ask you guys some questions, okay? Say thank you, Melissa, for not giving us another quiz.
Thank you, Miss Melissa.
I like the quiz.
Flavia likes the quizzes. Yeah, I do too. It's nice. Okay, so how long is this lease agreement?
No, realistic.
1 year.
He's gonna be like extra everything that he has.
How long is this lease agreement?
Month payment.
What's the length of time
One.
this lease agreement is?
One year.
Here.
I don't feel like Christmas.
Miriam, I think you're so on mute. Okay, it is 1 year.
Oh, 1 year.
Yep.
Yeah.
How could the tenant lose his deposit?
Do you think
Can you repeat?
How could the tenant lose his deposit?
Damage,
Mhm.
not pay of rent. Damage to
Yeah,
repair.
damage.
Damage to the premises, no
Yeah.
payment of
Give me
rent,
two up.
failure to return the
With the most
premises in a clean condition.
Yep. He failed to return it. It's messy, it's dirty.
Last time I joined Oscar.
It's the C.
Will this tenant get his deposit back?
He said, this is so horrible. This is so
Mm.
horrible. Freaking Jeremy said, pull up this bitch. I was like, damn. And Chris was supporting.
Will he get his deposit back?
No.
Because he let Jeremy beat him up.
No,
Maybe.
because he left all dirty. Huh?
I think you.
Well, yeah, not his security deposit, but his deposit.
Cool.
Like, knocking you guys
Let me
out.
see again.
Right. Or maybe he might get it back. Right. What happens if the tenant moves out before the lease ends? Because you have a term for 1 year, right? 1 year. What if the tenant moves out in 6 months? What happens?
He had to pay 30.
What? You want to drip with that? They give him up every day.
Read number 3.
Should be more vacation.
Mm.
I can buy them.
Should the premises be vacated?
Oh, you're still gonna be paying the rent. Oh,
So since the lessee will be
Okay.
responsible for
Okay.
the document until the lease expires.
I get it.
it doesn't matter. He live.
So basically, if it's a year and they leave in 6 months, they have to pay for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
Because he made a contract.
Yep, it's a contract.
Oh,
Okay, so
wow.
what are 2 rules in the lease agreement? 2 rules that they have to follow.
No smoking inside the apartment.
Yep. No more than how many
No more than-
visitors?
It's not
At the time.
No more than
5 visitors at a time.
No alcoholic beverages are permitted on the premises.
No,
Remember
no
when-
karaoke.
Remember, no karaoke. Yeah, all right.
Premises.
Premises means property.
Premises.
So it's just not their house or their apartment. It's on the entire property, which means premises.
Premises.
No loud parties, Roberto.
Mm. No karaoke.
Kids party.
Flavia, no loud music.
Yeah, it was like a long time ago.
All right. When is the rent due?
His brother came to that plan.
I didn't listen.
He fought
Before the each,
Oscar. I don't know.
before the first day of the month.
The first day of the month. So it would be, where is it at? Right here. On or before the first day of each month.
Yes,
Oh,
stop. I have microphone mute.
I don't know. Okay. How much, one last question. How much will the lessee pay if he pays the rent after the 5th of the month? Say he's late, right?
30
30.
30, yep. 30.
extra.
Okay.
Good job, guys. Okay, we have one more section to go.
It's a Jill.
One more section, and then we're done for the night. I'm gonna
Okay.
send you all this link to these slides so you can just go back through it. Okay. So we're going, I didn't go over, okay. We're going to identify a purpose for writing. Like, why do we write?
People write letter for many reasons.
Yep.
To thank, to
Those
company, to inform, invite, request something, congratulate, congratulate.
Oh, we didn't go over that quiz you guys did. We'll go through this, and then if we have time, I'll go over the quiz and the answers, okay? Okay, to thank, to complain, to inform, to invite, to request, to congratulate. This. Which one is this?
Oh,
Is this
thank
to
you
thank, to
much
complain,
for the beautiful.
to invite, to request something, or to congratulate?
To thank.
Thank.
To thank. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
What about this one? Is it, which one of these is this?
To complain.
Complain.
To complain.
Complain.
I called 3 times. Okay. What about this?
This is to
Inform. This is to
Inform.
arrange letter appointment in junior.
Yeah,
A lot of times I get these with text. I get a text
Informative.
to inform.
Inform.
We had a
Congrats.
complaint, inform,
Congratulate.
invite,
Congratulate.
inform, درخواست دعوتنامه. Okay. 2 times. What means two times?
Invite.
What did you say, Marian?
What does mean thanks? Thanks?
Thanks.
Oh, thanks.
Thanks. Yep. Thank you. What about this one?
To
I'm
invite.
right to see if you like to have a dinner or friend.
Now, what is this one? To what?
Request.
Congrats.
Want to come to dinner Friday? What is that?
Congrats.
Not congratulate.
Congrats.
Want to come to my party?
Party. Invite.
Invite. This is to invite. What about this?
Request.
Request something.
Request.
I need something. Okay.
Ooh.
We're going to skip this real quick. Let's go to, let's see.
Revolution. Very noisy.
It is. Okay. me see. Okay.
Name.
All right. Y'all see number 2 here?
Look, each sentence below. Revelation.
Okay, what 3 sentences here told about the Industrial Revolution?
Uh-huh.
The true force.
The British invent. Several buildings here. Cotton, silver, rainbow, mass product.
Okay, so in this one you were supposed to, I know Miriam and
True.
Roberta, you didn't go over this. I mean, we went over this, but you didn't get to take this quiz. Okay, so you have
It's a more detail.
4 sentences here. There were 3 that were related to the Industrial Revolution. They're going to be blue,
Blue.
Orange.
I can't get it to show up for some
Blue,
reason.
blue.
There we go. Hold on. There we go. Okay.
Yes.
3 sentences, okay? Because when you talk about the cotton and the seeds getting picked out, you're not really talking about the Industrial Revolution, you're talking about cotton. So these are the 3 sentences that that talked about that, okay? So it took a long time to pick seeds out of cotton. So what happened?
Cotton gin.
Cotton gin.
Yeah,
Cotton gin.
Eli Whitney invented the cotton gin. Because it took, remember, it took a long time to pick the
1, 2, 3, 4.
yes. It took, remember, it took a long time to pick the cotton out.
Orange.
With the gin. Yep.
Okay. Orange.
The orange. That's right. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This guy, he needed workers for his factory. So what happened?
Didn't work for his coat factory, so
Gave jobs to
young woman. Blue.
He gave jobs to young women. Would be blue.
Oh.
Okay. And people
Began working for the factories, gave job to young women, edited in the coat.
So more and more people began to work in factories, right? So what happened?
What happened?
So it would be green. The cities grew around the factories, right? So everybody started going to the cities because they started having jobs.
Orange.
So what was New York City's population in 1810?
Orange.
96,000. Okay.
96,000.
In which year was the population about 203,000 people?
83.
1830.
1830.
Okay, so this was a graph that that everybody had, and Miriam and Roberto, I know you guys haven't taken this yet, so The line graph
Move.
shows that many people begin to move to the city.
Move the city.
Yep. And the population by 1840, and see, this was 1830, was 203,000. 1840, in 1 year, the population went to 313,000. It grew in 1 year, 100,000 people in New York City. And now they have millions there. Anyway, so what happened to the population between 1790 and 1840? What happened?
Great large. Larger.
Grew larger.
Grew larger. Oh.
Grew larger. Okay. Okay, guys. Okay, I'm going to email and send you guys links to this slide deck that I have. And that way you have all the information and you have the vocabulary and quizzes and all that you can access and look at and read through and practice and all that good stuff. So I will send that as soon as I get off of here through email and through messaging. So does anybody have any comments tonight on anything? I hope that you guys have a really good week. And I hope for those of us here in Tennessee, I hope that the snow melts. Snow and ice melts fast and we're able to get out and drive and get out of our house. I have my husband, my son, my daughter, and my nephew. Yeah, so they're all here every day.
You are? Oh, okay.
Yeah, my nephew's here living with us right now. So yeah, they have school. They don't have school, but yeah, my son's in college, so he's got his college classes, but yeah.
Where?
He goes to college in Massachusetts, but he is at home right now because of the coronavirus.
Coronavirus. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So everybody, if there are not any, I'll be sure to send you guys that my Google Slides. If you don't get it by some reason, if you don't get it by I'm going to send it as soon as, but if some reason you don't get it, just let me know. And that way you have access to that. And if you want access to the recording of tonight, just let me know too, and I'll share that with you. Sometimes it does good to go back and go through some things, but other than that, good night, you guys.
Guys.
Bye.
Roberto, tell your son and all them I miss them. I hope I see them soon.
In time.